Understandably so. Let's get right into this game. We have a sad scientist game, and I have been asking for a sad scientist game for so long, but actually, it's not even about sad scientists in this game who is playing as the Mongols. His opponent is Dave. It's Dave. It's the controller player. It's the controller. Why would you ever play Age of Empires on a controller? Also, what is this map? What? Why? What is this? This is such lunacy. Absolute craziness right off the bat. And we're just going to speed this up a little bit. The controller player, Dave, is playing as the Lithuanians. This is so stupid. Why would you play Age of Empires with a controller? Let's see how his micro is over here. It's so hard to move stuff around and to click things. And I can't believe that Sad Scientist actually played against him. That's really funny. I would love to play against Dave on a controller. I'll tell you that much. That seems really fun to me. Berries, all that good stuff. I wonder what the composition is going to be. Mongols probably going to open into scouts, and Lithuanians, they can kind of do everything. They have really good scout rush, they have really good skirms, they have really good halbs. My goodness, Lithuanians powerhouse for sure in my opinion. But Mongols, if they can get to their ultimate composition, if they can get to Mangadai, that could be really, really big as well. And look at this little chase over here going on through this weird landscape with all of these cliffs and whatnot. There's gold throughout the map as well. My goodness, what a weird game. And this scout is eventually going to die. There we finally go. There we have it. And what is the composition going to be? Okay, so I predicted Sad Scientists correct, but what is Dave going to go for? Archery range. Okay, is he going to go for archers at all? Is trying to wall off his base. Still open back here as well. And I'm just excited to see how this game progresses. So I'm just going to speed through it a little bit. I'm super excited. Nice walls over here, walling to the TC. Going for small walls rather than big walls, and is walling back here as well. I think you kind of double layer this because this area would definitely be threatened as there won't be very many villagers next to it. But how do you manage all of this with a controller? Meanwhile, did Garrison and actually manage to kill one of those scouts? Was that the weak scout from before that got into that scout fight a little bit earlier? I think so. And is looking around to see. And this, I guess you don't have to double wall if your villager is still there. That's kind of hilarious. I don't think that Sad Scientist had... Oh, he is going to double wall. Yeah, okay, that's kind of what I thought. So Dave has great insight, has great strategy. So he's probably going to have an advantage there. But at the same time... he's playing on a controller, so how... Skirmishers. Full skirm. Said Scientist did mention something about skirmishers. Is he going to go full skirmishers with spearmen? And just YOLO it? Don't need gold. I mean, he's not on gold. There is no gold taken. Meanwhile, in Sad Scientist base, nice little wall off over here. He does have a gold within his base, so that's at least to his advantage. And I think you just kind of fast castle if you can't do any damage with your scouts because your opponent is fully walled. Let's see how this game progresses. More skirms being created. How many skirms do you need? How many memes must be? What is this long distance? Oh, come on, Sad Scientist. Did you not realize that you didn't have a lumber camp? Or lumber camp. Yeah, I would have built a lumber camp there. That would have been great. Then I would have been able to take my gold even less efficiently than Sad Scientist. And it's still technically open, so if you get a big ball of scouts, you could technically choose to run through here if you really wanted to. Once again, we're just seeing how this game progresses. We're going to move this along and see if this is actually a good game worthy of the YouTube. I mean, having one player on an Xbox controller is kind of worth it in itself, but dang, that's a lot of skirms. 12 skirms, 13 skirms, additional skirms still being created. Meanwhile, Sad Scientist is up. Is he going to go for Mangadai? Like, is that already the insight that the controller has made? I'm going to call him the controller. I think that's fun. The controller. I challenge you all to play me on an Xbox controller. I think it would work so poorly. But Dave is actually making it work. So, sure. Another archery range is now castle. Is going to get elite skirm probably because he has so many of them. And no spearmen whatsoever. So a couple of knights could absolutely shred this. But you know what? You're Lithuanians. You might as well go full YOLO. Oh, there was gold in his base. I just completely missed it. There is a little bit of gold back here. And you're going to have idols forever because how can you can you shift click on a controller? Is that an actual thing? Sad Scientist now in Castle Age, and let's see what he can make happen in Castle. I see a stable being produced. Where is that stable? Right over here in the front, and knights are coming out. That could be big problems for Dave. What are the upgrades on these guys? No upgrades yet. Did not get any upgrades on his skirms either. Meanwhile, there are some upgrades on these skirms, and that's a big ball of skirms. 22. No, Dave, don't do this, man, like this. 24 Lithuanian skirms, more in the queue from 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 archery ranges. And this is going to get insane. I can already see. How many skirms does one man need? Well, at least 27, 29, 30 skirmishers are here ready. Is he not going to push? Is he just going to wait till the army comes? And finally, elite skirm does come in. What are the upgrades on these guys? I'm assuming, okay, yeah, full upgrades over here. Tons of knights. How do you deal with so many knights if you only have skirmishers? I feel like 9 knights versus 33 skirms should probably be better for the knights, right? Although there are no upgrades on them. How is your micro with the controller? How is your micro? Oh my god. It's actually taking him down. No, what are you doing? No, this is the controller micro. That knight is so weak. Get that weak one. Oh man, only lost 2. That's actually a pretty good engage. And at this point, you have to be thinking to yourself, Pike, right? Pike, please. Please go for Pike. No, more skirms. Just go for more skirms. More skirms are required. My goodness. For those of you who don't know why Lithuanian skirms are so good, let's take a quick look at the tech tree. So they start with that 150 food. That's how I made the fast feudal into resign work. And spearman and skirmisher line move 10% faster, which may not seem like a great bonus, but if you micro it correctly, you can actually run away from scouts and from cavalry a lot better. Also, I like how Dave, or the controller, is keeping all of his skirms in one spot, because if he were to split this up, it would be really tricky for him to micro with a controller. Because, I mean, how many hotkeys do you really have? Can you even put a hotkey on these? I have no idea, but there's 42 skirmishers, and now the defense upgrades are coming in, so that means total of 4 pierce armor and a total of 5 attack. Every single one of these shots is only going to do 1 damage. But I guess if you have 45 of them, that's 45 damage coming in. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, that's a lot of skirms. That's so many skirms. I think if you get like 4 or 5 more knights, you should be in a pretty good spot here. Let's quickly check in if there is a castle over here. No castle, and there is some micro going on. My goodness. 50 skirms all doing 1 damage. Ballistics coming in. Oh, what a silly game. Half of the controller's pop is skirms. Half of it is skirms. And that knight is already dead before it even gets here. And you gotta retreat these skirms. What is this micro? He's just like, charge, get them. Wow, these knights are actually somewhat melting to skirmishers. Oh no, don't leave them up there. You gotta run these away. They have ballistics. Oh man, There's a lot of very, very weak knights in there. I think you kind of just walk away from this main ball. You're pretty... Oh my god. It's working. Full skirmisher. This is like ploppy level skirms. There are so many, so many skirms. Fire! And what do you even transition into? Because this is kind of the counter to skirms, and you're running away with it. I don't know. More archery ranges. More skirmishers. We need more. Run these knights around and maybe try and get through here. I know it's double palisaded, but my goodness. How do you handle 53 elite skirms full upgrades? He's going to go imp with skirmishers. 60 skirmishers. That's more than half of his pop. It's just skirms. Attack! Forwards and onwards, I suppose. And these cav are melting too. You don't have the numbers to stop this quite yet. And this is a really good counter unit. But against this many skirms, what do you do? Send that one skirm to its death, why don't you? Oh my goodness. 60 skirm. He's not going to be able to micro this at a certain point because you need 2 control groups. And absolutely wrecking villagers. And going through the main gate. The skirmishers are being pulled. The knights are coming in from behind. Is this going to be enough to clear this up? I don't think it is. You gotta target those. Oh, no. The surround on the controller. But the microing like a controller god. My goodness. And more skirmishers are getting into the mix. And he has that. He's selected different groups. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it with just skirmishers? No, don't do sad scientists like this. He was sad enough as it is. Why? Mangonel, one big mangonel shot against these skirms could end this game right here, right now. I think you have to retreat against this Mango. I don't think he realizes. 7 range. No. Oh, just run in. Miss micro. Okay, that was huge. That was absolutely massive. I'm assuming there's another one on the way, right? Oh, we're on the wrong base. Is there? Okay, there is another one. There is another one on the way. Can he get one massive bada boom? Oh, you gotta be careful here. You gots to be careful with that mangonel out. Sorry, I'm thinking of other things that I should say at this point, but I'm just captivated by... Wow. No way. Is he really playing on a controller? I mean, regardless, this is a meme strat to begin with. Just going skirms with Lithuanians, and this number has severely been decreased. I mean, knights countered this pretty hard. But is there another blob being created? No, just send it all forward. Wow, that is probably not the best targeting over there. You probably want to target these knights in front, but man, it must be hard to do that with a controller. And he is bringing these back now. He is going to make another group of skirmishers. All of these skirms, I think, are going to get cleared out. What am I watching? What has my life become? That skirmishers from Lithuanians is actually semi-legit. And this is terrible to watch. I mean, these skirmishers are slowly getting chopped down, but that speed, man, that speed is really helping. It's making a huge difference in micro and more skirms, and just keep firing, keep it going. I mean, why not? More knights are being produced over here. It's taking so many resources to get rid of these knights, though. I feel like you gotta transition into crossbow or something in that nature. Something that does a little bit more damage against these knights. But, I mean, I think this is GG, right? I mean, he had that one push, but this is over now. I mean, do you go Imperial Age and get additional upgrades on these skirms? Only skirm only skirm challenge. Sad Scientist has realized now as well. There's no way that Sad Scientist loses this game. And I don't think the controller can even respond to this because he's on a controller. This monk is just like, okay, I guess I'm over here. I was tasked to get a relic over here. Is there a relic for me? Forwards and onwards. There's only 24 skirms though. That's not quite enough. This knight is going to live so long. He's probably even going to be able to... Oh, no. Never mind. Never mind. Get a... He got a conversion in here. He got a conversion. That bill is not going anywhere. You're not getting into my base. You cheeky boy. That monk actually got a conversion. That's kind of funny. Meanwhile, more and more rams. Yeah, I was gonna say rams would be only skirm challenge. My goodness, the commitment to this. There's no way. There's no way this works. There's way too many knights over here, and they have the +1 attack as well. They have bloodlines over here. This is not a castle. A castle. Okay. Okay, I see that, and wow, there's actually quite a large number over here, and the micro is relatively good, considering it's a controller and all of that. I wonder what Dave's elo normally is if he's not playing on a controller, and does he always go for mass skirms? I have no idea, but these are all questions meant to be asked. Are murder holes in? That's really important. Are there murder holes? I don't think there are murder holes, and this castle is gonna go down as quickly as it started. But these rams are actually getting taken down by skirms. That's hilarious. Take down the rams. Is he gonna be targeting the rams? Target the knights, please. Target the knights. Nope. Targeting the rams. Why wouldn't you? Wow, these rams are melting. Absolutely melting. It's crazy what 60 skirmishers can do, and more skirmishers are being produced. And now, I guess that was the strat, to pull back these skirms so that the knights get shot by the castle as well. The castle is no joke. That's a total of 13 damage, and all of these knights, they only have 4 of that resistance, so that's 9 damage on each one of those shots. That's quite high. But there's no way that you win with skirmishers in this situation. How does the controller have the score lead again? I have no idea. And once again, not a whole bunch of gold is being taken. I don't think there's a real big need to take a whole lot of gold, and definitely more food should be produced by Sad Scientist. That would definitely help him along in this endeavor. I'm just speechless. Like, why? Why is this a thing? Get this around. Send the light cap from this side. This just... Oh my god. You want to run past here? You're gonna get barraged by skirmisher spears. My goodness. How is this a thing? How is this a thing? How is this game not ended at this point yet? How is the controller saying, I retreat to the castle? That's a good play. Can the controller make it to Imp at some point? Let's take a look at his overall resources. I think he can. He just has to stop producing skirms for a little bit, and I think he would actually be able to make it to Imp. There are 55 skirmishers here, slowly taking down Lycav. I think if Sad Scientist just masked his Lycav, he would actually be able to take this down. No problem. Just get a big mass. And actually, why do you keep engaging against this? Run around and maybe try and get through somewhere over here and do some damage to that eco, right? You're way more mobile. The guy has a controller. He has demobilized himself. He's not going to have great reaction time. Let's be honest. And I think, just maybe, Imp is on the horizon. Click, click. Imp is on the horizon for the controller. The controller is going Imp. It isn't. What a meme game. We went all the way to Imp with skirmishers. I think that in itself is an achievement. My goodness. And this castle is doing so much work. These skirmishers are great and all, but that castle is really what's up. And he's just debating them into the castle. Wow, this is a lot of light cav that are just thrown to shame. Who needs murder holes when you have skirmishers? Skirmishers are your murder holes. Completely surrounded, and they're getting chopped to bits. Slowly but surely, these skirmisher numbers are decreasing. Hussar even coming in. Wow. 8 attack, and a skirmisher only has 2 defense, so that's 6 damage on each hit. That's quite a bit. What's this? No. No. We're hunting wabbits over here. Shh. More archery ranges are being produced. And I don't think Sad Scientist has realized this. If these skirmishers get into the back, that could be hilarious. But how do you hold against Hussar at this point? There's just... I don't know. Build a Treb, for crying out loud. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Sad Scientist. Build a Treb already. This is right in the vision of Sad Scientist, but I think Sad Scientist is so focused over here, he's not going to realize those ranges going up. And these Hussar, as good as they are against these skirms, I mean, definitely decrease the number of skirms. Oh my goodness. 4 get Onager. Just get Onager. I think Onager wins you the game. Retreat into the castle. Get murder holes quickly. Are murder holes actually in at this point? I don't think they are. That's a lot of mangonels at this point. And are there skirmishers being created over here? And if so, where are those skirmishers being sent to? That's what I want to know. There's skirmishers absolutely everywhere, getting queued from every single building. But how are you going to micro everything on a controller in Imperial Age? I mean, I struggle to micro in Imperial Age, and you're already up to 135 population. I think it's going to be really tricky. Back to the castle! Back to the castle! Oh, man. I'm going to lose my voice just because of this game. Just because of this game. I'm trying to think, like, what do I say? He's just charging in Lycav into a spot where he knows he's going to get killed one by one. You have the counter unit. Ball him up. Run around. Don't engage against the main force. If you have mobility, don't engage against the main force. Engage somewhere else. Oh yeah, those archery ranges, they were super useful. They did absolutely nothing over there. And this could be problematic because now you're forcing an engage where you want to engage, but don't spawn these like have over here. Oh my god. Oh, this is a fro. This is, oh my god, no. 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 Don't do him like this. Don't do him like this. Oh my goodness. And one more Treb. Can he take down that last Treb? Has made it to Imperial now. Nothing is being queued at this point. Can the controller do this? I think he's just microing way too hard over here. He's not even producing additional units. There comes the queue. Shift click it to the max. Produce tons more skirmishers. Make way more archery ranges. Make it happen. Treb's now out, and this could be a really slow push. If he can protect these Trebs with a huge enough number. Where did those mangonels go? You need these mangonels. Get Onager, please. Don't lose to just skirms. Don't do it. Oh, another Treb is... Oh, man, this is painful. Oh, man, I didn't think my first Sad Scientist game was going to be this sad, but what else did I expect? What else did I expect at this point? My goodness, we're going to have to speed this up. I thought, you know, quick low cast, okay, you're up against the controller, he's going to go for something memey. Little did I know how memey it was going to be. I mean, it doesn't even make sense to go Mangadize, right? And full pop for the controller. What is the pop count of Sad Scientist at this? Only 122. Only 122. These skirms are going to get replaced real quick. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I see it. I see it happening. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, don't trickle them in. It's not working. You've been trickling for like the last 10 to 20 minutes. Don't trickle. Build him up over here. It's okay if he takes out all these. Oh no. Oh no. Choo choo. I mean, how do you throw this, right? If you just get one shot, one good shot. Oh, target the mangoes. Target the mangoes. Oh, he realizes. He realizes. Oh, target this ball. Oh, boom. That's not quite enough. That's not quite enough quite yet. You need to get more of those shots in. This Treb is a goner, but this Treb is still doing its job. Oh man, one or two big shots on this could completely change the tide of this battle. I can't believe that the controller is still ahead in score, to be honest with you. I mean, these light cav have been thrown away to bits. What did that just get? Oh, it's getting shot by this Treb. The Treb defense. If you have Onagers to deal with, if you have Mangonels to deal with, just use Trebs. Oh, use these Trebs over here. Use these mangoes over here. I mean, boom. And one more. Oh, no. Those were thrown. Those were thrown. They could have done so much more damage. And now you're in a really tough situation. Probably need some more mangoes if you are the controller. My goodness, what a game. Houses all over the place. Oh, we're building houses to each other. That's nice. Eventually, you're going to run out of gold, but Sad Scientist doesn't care. Is this going to go till, like, the wood runs out? My goodness. What am I watching? Why is this game so long? Somebody... Okay, thank goodness. That game was not over, by the way. That game was nowhere near over. That game was not over. You still have 117 pop. All you have to do is mass up those numbers. I mean, I guess you're not really taking gold at this point, but who cares? You have Mongols. Just make sure that you're building tons and tons of Hussar and surround this. Oh my god. Oh my god, what a game. Total meme. I've never, ever seen anybody taken out by skirmishers. I've done a lot of meme strats, but I've never seen somebody meme this hard. Wow, I'm still in shell shock from this game. I guess let's look at the statistics real quick. My goodness. The KD definitely in Sad Scientist's favor, but the cost and the economy was also in Sad Scientist's favor. What is going on? How did he lose this game? I'm still so surprised by this game. I don't understand. How? What went wrong? He made the counter units. I guess more... I mean, he still has gold too. I guess more... Mangonels? Group up your Hussar into a big group and send them in all together. This castle, man. This castle did work. I'm speechless. Thanks for walking. I guess if you walk fast, if you're a skirmisher, that's even better. Keep walking, skirmishers. Keep walking. What did I just cast? I need to reconsider some of my life choices here. My goodness. Sadness. I'm a sad scientist right now. Thank you guys all for walking. Keep skirmisher walking. My God.